the FOX61 Kitchen with one of our favorites. If we had a FOX61 Kitchen Hall of Fame, I think we'd have your bust there. Although, I don't know, getting up there to measure, I don't know if we could. That's Adam Young with Sift Bake Shop from all over the city. Nice to see you again.
It's great to be back.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, as always.
Last time you were here for Mother's Day, you did a souffle.
Yes.
You're doing another souffle, but I laughed because I went, it's a glacier souffle, and you went, no, it's called what?
The souffle glacé. It's a frozen souffle.
Somebody went to pastry school and somebody didn't. Thank you very much. What's the difference?
So, well, your classic souffle, of course, you fold in the eggs and you bake it in the oven, and that's what helps leaven the souffle to make that classical souffle look, right? Where it's risen above the ramekin. Yeah. We're going to achieve the same results today in a much lighter frozen dessert.
Oh.
Easy to make. Easy ingredients, great for entertaining.
So you could call it a glacier, and it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
No, I've been called worse.
Go ahead. All right. Go to work. Everything is pretty much done like a souffle to start, right?
Yes, it is. So very common ingredients. Basically, we have 3 bowls: whipped egg yolks and sugar, whipped egg whites and sugar, which will come off in a second, and whipped cream with sugar.
Okay.
Okay. That's all about air, right? So we're trying to incorporate as much air as we can into this dessert.
Okay.
In this pie, I have
a
little mango puree. And I add a little gelatin to it. You don't have to add the gelatin. Commercial world, we do. I think I put gelatin in the recipe that's posted on the website just in case anyone wanted to use it.
Of course.
But it's certainly achievable without the gelatin. It just gives a little stability.
And you've got a vanilla bean in there as well.
A little vanilla for aromatics. Again, super light dessert, so you kind of depending on the fragrance, the aroma, because the texture is so light.
All right.
We're going to take this and we're going to whisk it into our egg yolks, ribboned egg yolks,
I was going to say,
sugar.
Now, you're not worried about anything just because it's so warm about,
Yeah, and before we got on, I tempered these egg yolks, so they're already a little bit warm.
I knew I was getting somewhere with that.
No, we've done enough of these pastry classes here, and you can see what those ribboned egg yolks look like.
Right.
With the mango puree and the sugar.
Okay.
Right.
Now,
so to this,
that's 2. We have 1 more, and that would be
so
the
we
egg
have
whites.
that. We have
again
meringue.
Oh
of
my
course,
gosh.
kind of soft to medium peak. This gets folded in. And I like to fold back and forth between a spatula and a whisk to just make sure we don't compromise any of that air that we're adding in.
Because if there's anything I can't stand, Adam, it's a compromise souffle.
I get it.
I mean, I'll send it back. I'm not ashamed of that.
So we have our mixture, right? Look at that, super light, super aerated. We're going to fold this now into this 3rd bowl that we have a little bit of whipped cream. Again, adding that air. Okay. And then from here, this is the fun part. Okay.
Okay. Now
fold in the whipped cream.
Now comes what makes it a glacier.
Right. We're gonna put it in the freezer, but before we do, I wrap a little souffle ramekin in parchment paper.
Okay.
And this is really neat. We're gonna overfill it. Okay.
Okay.
And we're gonna freeze this like a little frozen parfait.
Freeze. Okay. So we're not cooking this.
We're not gonna cook this. Nope. This is all.
Okay.
Okay.
So if I were to go into the freezer,
you were to go into that top shelf in the freezer.
And find, for the sake of TV, look at this.
Cool.
Here's my contribution.
Right.
Right.
So we're gonna remove the tape.
Right.
You can do yours too if you'd like.
Okay.
And look at what we have. Something that resembles a traditional souffle.
So this is no baking.
No bake. Nope. It's a frozen parfait. Right. I like to serve mine.
Look at this.
A little ginger, a little blueberry.
Right. Keep going.
Perhaps a little white chocolate.
By the way,
a little lime zest.
See, I was all set to go into mine, and then I was like, well, that looks prettier.
Here. Slide that on over.
There. By the way, I mean, you can find this and so many more things at Sift. Not only in Mystic, you've got Niantic, you've got Watch Hill,
Mohegan, of course. Yep.
And the world domination continues, right?
We certainly try our best.
Oh,
isn't that interesting?
Oh my gosh, that is so good. And I thought when you said souffle, I'm like, well, I can't do that at home. That I could.
You absolutely could.
That is. I don't want to say it's easy because I just watch all that and I went no, but that is definitely easy. And if you were scared by a souffle, don't be. Adam Young.
That's the way to go.
Continued success after 2 years.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you having me on.
Oh, well, you're welcome anytime. You are one of the Hall of Famers. And guys, sorry, this one's mine.